go.
Crash and flow.
Yeah, I think that your TV is 42.
So it's 55.
That's
and
because your space is big then.
it's a big wall.
Yeah.
So it died. 9 years, Samsung got, Samsung makes a good TV.
Still, we're trained differently, brother.
What do you mean?
This is bullshit.
You're probably looking at like how
No, this is bullshit.
What do
Back
you
in the
mean?
day, you'd buy a TV.
Yeah.
It was a piece of furniture.
Right.
It took 4 uncles to bring in, and you had to feed all of them samosas and tea after it was done because it was so freaking heavy.
there was a tube involved.
It was made out of wood.
Yeah, it had girth. It
Right.
had.
That shit lasted 20 years.
I know.
Anyway, go on. 9 years.
So 9 years, 55-inch TV. All of a sudden, the TV works fine. The upgrades, like I can't play Netflix because Netflix is too
yeah,
advanced for
yeah,
my TV.
Yeah.
To the point where last week it's like, guess what? I don't know where the internet is anymore. My TV does.
Okay.
So you can't play YouTube. You can't play Netflix. So like,
There's an easy fix for this.
what is the easy fix?
So your TV has HDMI ports, right? Just
Yes.
buy a Google Home.
I have a Google Home.
Okay. No, not the. Sorry, a Google TV.
Okay, I have a stick. Yes, it stopped recognizing that thing.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it stopped recognizing.
Okay, so your USB, your HDMI is not working now.
Dude, it's and then the remote it came with also died last week. Oh, that I don't blame. We've been throwing this remote around
Yeah.
like it did something wrong.
Yeah.
So I go to Best Buy, and they have a 65-inch TV, which is pretty big, and for the same price,
Yeah.
they have a 75-inch TV.
Okay. Why is it the same price?
It's one is marked down by $100, the other one is marked down by $600,
Okay.
and we went online, and it is at Costco at $600 more.
It's a legitimately good TV. I can't imagine them dropping 700 just for shits and giggles.
If you go to the Best Buy on in Heartland right now, they have, no exaggeration, maybe 300 TVs in boxes just sitting all over the store.
No one's buying it.
No one's buying these TVs.
Yeah, because shit is real expensive these days.
Shit is real expensive.
Back in
these
the day,
days.
you used to, every time you'd go to Best Buy, there would be a car in front
Yep.
as someone's trying to shove a TV into their car.
Yeah.
But yeah, that don't happen anymore.
I'm not. The aisles
Mm.
are filled with. I counted 80, and that was one aisle. There were multiple aisles just filled with TVs. They're like, please take. Some of them were $420, and they're like 60-inch TVs,
They used to sell those like hotcakes.
dude. So I'm like, let's get the bigger one. We have the space.
Yeah. No. Yeah, makes sense.
Wouldn't fit in the car. Yesterday, got a different car. Got it home yesterday.
Yeah.
And we're looking at it. First off, it's clear.
Yeah.
Right? You see a zebra, you smell a zebra.
Yeah.
Like it's working. It's too big. It's the zebra on the screen is as big as a zebra. Like it's so big.
Okay. So you want to return it? Because
I don't. I'm trying to convince. My nanny came home like, hey, tell my wife this is a good size TV for this room, right? I'm trying to keep because it's a 75-inch TV, but it's a big enough wall, and it's fun.
you said 71st, I thought.
75.
Okay, now so it's a clear 10 inches off of.
Dude, it's huge. It's barely fitting on the table it's sitting on.
Yeah, you need that level of that should be proportional. But I remember that being pretty wide.
Dude, it's the legs are on top of the table. You can't go out more than an inch and a half on each side.
Okay,
So
all
it's
right,
pretty,
cool. So it fits.
It fits. It's just it's an interesting thing. For
The problem also, there is a point of diminishing returns where while you're looking at the screen, you have to look at another part of the screen for you to see the screen.
It's not because we sit so far away because our
Okay, so
couch
it's
is. Yeah. We got come over on Friday. There's fights on Friday. Come
All
on Friday. That's what I was thinking.
Today's
I was
Friday.
like,
You mean Saturday?
Saturday.
Right?
Saturday.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I was thinking, I was like, maybe you need to see a sporting event on
Yeah.
a TV this side.
Yeah.
This size. So tomorrow night is Leon Edwards versus Kobe Covington.
Yeah. I don't even know. I guess we're going for Leon.
Well, I
just-
think everybody hates Kobe, so
Yeah. I don't even know why I hate Kobe anymore.
he's
Yeah, but-
showing up to Trump rallies and stuff.
I guess.
He talked shit about Leon's dead dad.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Leon just got up, threw a bottle at his head.
I see.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
that's why.
You could also say that he's hyping up the fight.
He is.
Yeah. He's just
talking about someone's dead dad.
He took the heel role and he really went with it.
Yeah, man. That's an interesting thing, though. It's just like in wrestling, I get it because you're wearing a snake,
Yeah.
right? But in MMA, you seem like a guy
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that it is definitely a persona because that's not who he was before, right? So he's really leaning into it 100% so that he can maximize the amount of money he can get.
Sure.
That being said, I'm pretty sure he believes some of the things that he's saying, but some people can be a heel without being horrible. But then I was gonna say Chael Sonnen, but then he also made all of Brazil hate him.
See, if you say stuff like, okay, this is weird. If you say racial stuff,
Yeah.
like Chael Sonnen,
Yeah.
like borderline racial stuff, right? Like,
Yeah.
but racial stuff,
Yeah.
definitely.
It's better than Dead Dad, is what you're saying.
Dude.
On the sliding scale of heelism.
Yeah, slightly racial stuff.
Right.
Like, oh, Nogueira brothers don't know what a bus is.
Right.
They saw one and tried to feed it a carrot.
I don't even feel like that's racial. I feel like that's more just them being dumb.
Sure, I agree.
Yeah.
Right.
I think what he did
That's-
to Brazil, he said like it was a shithole. Didn't he say it was a shithole or something? Like,
I'm positive. Yeah.
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, Dead Dad is like,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's only a couple of things more than that, but a Dead Dad is pretty freaking crazy.
Yeah. That being said, you know what? When Chael Sonnen was saying the things that he was saying,
Yeah.
I felt like he really didn't quite believe. Like he was just saying it for saying purposes, right? It didn't feel
But-
real.
It's also that Chael would say things in a manner that was ridiculous,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like it would seem like it's
He
like,
was
let me tell
petting
you.
a bus.
Yeah, it's like, let me tell you, and he would like,
Yeah.
tell you.
So it felt like it was satire while he was saying it, and he was very funny at it too.
yeah.
Where what's his name seems like he's just being aggressive.
I mean, Jorge Masvidal ran up on him and hit him in the head at a restaurant.
Yeah.
So like, I think people are taking it seriously.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I was gonna ask you, did you keep up with that like the who did what to cause the fracture in between these two great friends?
Oh, I thought it was just Kobe talking tons of trash, and at
Okay.
one point, like Jorge used to corner this guy.
Yeah, I think they usually corner each other. Like
They
I
used to
saw,
corner each other, the
I
training
saw
partners.
supercuts of them like hugging each other, eating food together,
ATT
training.
was tight back
Yeah.
in the day, and those guys were in the same weight class, training each other.
Yeah.
And Kobe said some wild shit,
Oh man.
and there's a certain type of person
Yeah.
that goes like, he just happened up to fight, because he is.
Yeah.
Who knows that better than Jorge?
True, but,
As another person who's just like, no. I actually, words mean stuff.
Yeah.
And what you say counts, and you're going to get yours. It's just,
So Conor McGregor before Habib, his hype ups were fun.
sure.
It wasn't insulting to anyone. Like I don't remember him insulting anyone's moms or anything like that. Like prior to when he started
I'm
talking.
trying to like see who was the last guy he fought before
Yeah.
Khabib and the last guy he fought before that. Because he started getting, in Floyd, he was like, it was pretty loud and aggressive.
Yeah, it did. But that was kind of like at his peak, where I feel like once when they find this groove, they lean into it a little too much.
Tupac. So as Tupac's success got bigger, he leaned way more into the gangster world to the point the guy got shot.
I see.
He wasn't that gangster at the beginning,
Uh-huh.
which is interesting
So
because
I thought I was watching a documentary, and he was also realizing it at the time, and he was trying to walk it back so that he can talk to schools and high schools about that.
Godfather, once he tried to leave, they keep pulling you back in.
Yeah, that's true. That being
So, yeah.
said,
Leon Edwards. I'm rooting for Leon.
Yeah, might as well. He's so
I'm rooting
nice.
for Leon because then Bilal Muhammad gets to fight Leon.
Oh, damn. That one's gonna be tough on the heart because I like both of those dudes.
Ah, no, definitely Bilal Muhammad.
No, I understand,
Yeah,
but like,
yeah.
I mean, like, I'd still feel bad while he's like, obviously,
guess
I'm
so,
going
yeah,
for
yeah.
Bilal, but I'm still feeling bad for
See,
Leon.
I've always had that because it's weird because when you root for a fighter, you root for them with your heart. It's
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
Like when
yeah.
GSP fought, but when if GSP would fight Anderson, I love both of these guys,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna root for GSP.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
yeah.
I agree. Like
Yeah.
I like Leon, but like Bilal Muhammad, he feels like he's from this country or something. Like,
Yeah,
it
he
feels
really
close.
does. He really
he's also
does.
here all the time.
That being said, yeah, exactly. He's like praying at our masjids.
Yeah, he was at
you know,
Oakville last week or something.
he was on Joe's podcast and represented us well. I
I
thought.
wouldn't even curse. Would said fudge.
Yeah.
like 4 times.
No, like a good representation.
Yeah,
like,
it's true.
because a lot of times some people come and they kind of like, we're like, that's not quite. I don't feel like you know your own religion that well or whatever. But like down the middle, it was great. He was great. Yeah. So
Come over Saturday.
All right,
We're gonna.
we'll
See,
watch
they're
the
gonna be as
screen.
big as. They're gonna be huge.
That would be amazing. All right, cool. I'm glad to. Isn't it OLED? Oh, LED?
Yes, it is. I believe so.
Yeah, I
It
think they're
has-
all OLEDs now. I'm exposing myself.
Some
as
of these boxes in Best Buy were like called random, like just Chinese names. They're just giving away TVs, dude. That was crazy.
Yeah.
We wanted a Samsung, but there were these off-brand TVs that were.
Bro, Samsung with screens is unbeatable. iPhones use Samsung screens.
Have you heard of Sony frames? I believe
What,
it's,
for like picture frames and shit?
so. It's a TV, and it's like $1,000 more than all the other TVs its size.
Right. But it can
And-
stay on all the time and show like a picture, like a painting or shit. Yeah.
I thought they were selling the frame because, and I thought it was around a painting. I thought it was a bunch of paintings. Is
Yeah.
how they were
That's how good they look.
fantastic, bro.
Yeah, I've
Like,
never seen it. I haven't gone shopping for tech
it's-
for a long time.
It's like that. It feels like a picture. It
And
totally.
it's got like this paper finish, like
dude,
this
it
canvas finish.
Yeah, you would gun to your head, is a TV or not? You're like, that's not a TV. I'm not even exact. Gun to your head, yes or no, is this a TV? You go no.
Okay. This just reminds me of this thing. Have you seen the new Rick and Morty season?
No, there's a new season.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't hit as well as it once did.
Right.
Because like the beginning was so sharp, so cool, whatever, right? But now it's just they're regurgitating the infinite parallel theory, right?
Yeah. I also
But
feel like rating should be a word as well. I was like, that should be something.
but there is this part.
And now back to cake or fake.
Oh my
Please, come on! You have to know! Do I not breathe? Do I not speak?
Give me the knife.
No! No, oh my god, please! I'm not a cake! I'm not
Grandpa, I'm a literal monster.
And you're blocking the TV. What's up?
Shit. All right, that's also pretty a thing, but it's funny because their take on it is to go as dark as possible, and that's great.
Hey, man.
Can you make a sentient cake? And the guy's like, I guess we're gonna have to stab it to find out.
Oh my god. That's a fun concept in a probably not so distant future.
Yeah. Also, like a throwaway bit for Rick and Morty. So some of it still hits. It's actually really good.
Yeah, man. I actually enjoyed. I don't know. I just felt like sometimes it felt like, yeah, we were friends for a while, but I should probably go back and check some of these.
Dude,
episodes
you know why I like it so much? And I know I feel guilty for escapism, but this is the most concentrated escapism I have found. Because all the other ones I have, I'm still kind of feeling linked to the present world and all of the problems and stuff. But like this one, it's so psychedelic with the colors and it's so crazy. There's one episode where it's letters fighting against numbers, and one of the letters is iced tea.
Dude, that's fantastic. I've seen that one.
It's so crazy
It's so
that
good.
your brain doesn't have time for because there's so much stuff that's happening.
Right.
These concepts and these numbers, and then the numbers and the letters trying to meet. So that's this is the type of escapism I need. Rick and Morty
Everybody-
provides.
Mine's animals and stand-up specials.
Yeah, I got some animals, but before that, I want to talk to you about a shitty movie that was released on Netflix.
Talk to me.
It's called Leave the World Behind, I think.
Ooh.
It is.
Who's in it?
Hold on. Some good people. Okay. Netflix. Leave the. Okay, I did get it right. Leave the World Behind. Look.
Oh, right. I saw
Look at
the.
who's on this.
Yep.
All right.
Mahershala Ali.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke and Julia Roberts. I haven't seen a movie with Julia Roberts in forever, bro. Kevin Bacon
How do you
also.
say that name?
Um,
Myhala? Myhala?
Mrs. Harold.
Also, no. That girl's name is Myhala. Myhala. I like it. All right. Yeah, please continue. Sorry, that was just for me.
Now it's produced by the Obamas.
Right. Michelle Obama hits CA for meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
Now what is this rated over here? So it's rated 75 Rotten Tomatoes on IMDb 6.6. You can't go with Rotten Tomatoes because they're actually paid for media, unfortunately. But it is not a good movie.
It's bad.
It's not a good movie. It's supposed to be like a end of the world type situation movie.
Uh-huh.
But the problem is So first of all, it feels okay. So are you planning to watch this movie? It depends on how I
go.
approach it.
Just go
All right,
all
good,
in,
good.
but-
So spoiler alert: if anyone is listening who wants to watch the movie, don't. But if you do, I don't know, forward for another like 10 minutes or so, 5.
Just come back later.
So here's the deal. It's supposedly that the world is ending, right? But you don't know that it's happening. It's kind of like, so for example, so it's a family that gets an Airbnb for them to be able to go on vacation for a bit. The Airbnb is one of those, Vivo or whatever, the one that you get a big ass house,
Yeah.
right? It's one of those things, right? So the night of, after they've already like settled in and whatnot, the owners come back and they say, hey, listen, I know this is odd, but there was a blackout in New York and whatnot. So instead of driving into the mess, we decided we would just come back home to our house, or like our summer house, and we'll just stay in the basement. And Julia Roberts and Ethan Hawke are the people who are renting the house, and
Mahershala Ali.
thank you, and his daughter are coming back, and this is their house, right?
Mahala.
So here's the thing. Okay, so here's a couple of things that I've noticed that has been ruined by the current state of media. First of all, they play the situation of like them standing at the door and then seeing the owners of the house coming back, and you don't know if it's if it's the same owner or is it someone that's scamming you to get in your house. Yeah. So it's essentially casting doubt as to whether or not this black family are the bad people, right? Are they the antagonists in this story? But I know that in the state of the world that we're in right now, there is no movie that's mainstream that's going to allow Mahershala Ali to be the bad guy, number one, and to be the people who are potentially going to kill a white family. Like, I already know when they were presenting it that they're trying to make me be like, am I suspicious of that? I'm like, no, they're obviously the good people. They're obviously the good people. Because you just don't do that anymore. So, like, it felt silly for them to cast, maybe this is a threat. Number one. Number two, Julia Roberts' thinly veiled racism about like, is it your house, is so ham-fisted that it doesn't, like, you can't believe it that anyone would operate their life this way, right? For them to be able to like, is it your house? Like, who does who does this? It's like caricaturish to a point where you can't even believe I couldn't even get into the movie by like the end of the first act, because the end of the first act is essentially where they send the conflict in, right? And it's so unbelievable by virtue of the fact that I know no one would make a movie and cast those two characters as being the people who are going to kill a white family in a summer home. It just doesn't work that way anymore. So like, don't try doing that. You're going to have to try and approach like your suspense and whatnot in a way that actually make me think that you might carry through with it. And of course, within like halfway through, it's exposed as to what's the real deal behind sort of like the families coming together. But the thing is like, it's lost.
Yeah.
The way how they wrote the movie is like the show Lost. Introduce a number of questions and weird stuff, resolve half of it, and then call it art. And that's what you get for this type of movie.
Damn. I do like the aspect of it. You aren't gonna have them kill a bunch of white people. There will be a first.
There will be a first. There will be a correction at some point. And it'll be a black dude on a wheelchair just murking
He's
families.
like, what? Wait a minute, that's not right. I mean, have Will Smith do it.
Honestly, I look forward to like, not a reversal. I just look forward to, I would like to watch this movie and be like, everyone could be a threat, right? I want to buy in. I want to suspend my disbelief. But when they're asking me to do that for these two people, I'm like, there's no way. And I'm like, produced by the Obamas? Are you crazy? Don't even try this.
It's absolutely true. It's like, once you know everything around a movie, you're like, I think I know how this is going to play out.
And unfortunately, they wrote the script for the daughter to be the most annoying type of person, where, again, it's a caricature of like a BLM activist to the nth degree. It doesn't need to be that for you to be able to if you want to do like a moral, like a commentary on something, you didn't have to make it like that. But she's tweaked to 11 to a point where it was like, who's writing this? There's no nuance in any of this stuff.
How's Ethan Hawke? Is he hanging in there?
He's a white man in this family,
I know
right?
he's a white man in
yeah,
his
yeah.
family.
No, so as a result, he's a coward.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's an absolute coward.
So that's what they are now?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
didn't know that.
So he's a coward. He even says it, like his line in the movie.
Yeah.
At one point, he's like, "I'm a coward."
So interesting.
And like everything that happens in this movie is like a trope of our society, and it's
Jeez.
nothing. It's not smart. You know, did you watch Don't Look Up?
Yeah.
Social commentary, right?
Yeah.
And it was like smarter.
Yeah.
And it was cool. It was fun to watch. This is someone who is trying to make social commentary, and doing it in all the worst ways possible.
Why are these positive?
Okay, so the reason why is arguably shot really nicely,
Yeah.
really well. It's like super. It's like a
Good
nice
actors.
fantastic actors. So they do the best with what they've got,
Yeah.
you know. And so I can't go with Rotten Tomatoes. I just go IMDb. 6.6 is still very good for IMDb.
Yeah.
So I say that like individual performances is good if you minus some aspects of the script, but like because it's so entwined with our current culture.
Yeah.
None of it is suspense.
Gotcha.
None of it is intrigue. There is no risk. There is nothing because they're not going to make. Like they made the white guy what's it called a coward who's like easily manipulated and like easily dominated. They made Julia Roberts a thinly veiled racist lady who's actually a good person at heart but has some racist tendencies, right? And then they made like two kids. Like the son is an asshole to his little sister.
so
His
funny.
little sister knows everything that's happening before it happens. And then after we have the guy who's I don't know. He went to the Philharmonic, and he deals with very high level people to help them invest money.
Gotcha.
So he's I'm gonna really have to learn how to say his name properly. At Mahershala.
Yeah.
I got it.
Mahershala.
There we go. Mahershala's role, as far as like his background story, is actually a very interesting one. And like his monologues and stuff, he's so good, right? He's a fantastic actor.
Wow.
So when you watch that, you kind of get sucked in. You're like, wow, this is intriguing. You know, I even ordered a pizza for this. We started watching it. The first 15 minutes, I'm like, yo, this seems to be gonna good. Let me blow out the diet with a pizza with me and my wife, right?
Right.
And then by the time we got to like the midway, I'm like, this is bullshit, bro.
Okay. So this is produced by Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
Sam Ishmael, who's the guy who directed it.
Yeah.
The guy who directed is like, I'll put my money in it. Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Lisa Roberts.
Mhm.
Gillen. That might be Julia's relative from what
Yeah.
I can tell.
Yeah.
And the other two people I don't know. But
I wanted to like it. To be honest with you, brother, I go watching these movies now with very low expectations, unless it's like something I love, like Dune or whatever.
right. Or directed by a
Yeah, exactly.
A
For the most part,
master.
I'm ground level when I'm walking in, and I
That's
really
good,
wanted.
though.
I really want. Yeah, honestly, it's kind of free. But you know, it is what it is.
and it's still, even with all that, this thing is like, you know what?
Not good, bro.
Flat.
Not good. The thing that took me out the most is having Mahershala Ali show up, and they're like, "You're making me think that this guy is gonna be the baddie of this movie. Get the fuck out of here! I believe you. I don't believe you at all."
You think kids would?
What?
You think like a teenager would?
I don't think so.
Did you? So when I was a kid, I just watched movies.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
I
me
love,
too. I don't
love
think-
Commando.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah.
Just name a movie.
Yeah.
And some of the shittiest ones I've seen, and I'm like, that is great. Con Air, let's watch it 100 times.
Yeah.
As an adult, I'm like, I see what you're doing. I don't like it. About 7 minutes in, I was like, you know what? I see how you do this. I don't like. I've seen this already.
Right. Yeah. No. I don't know though, right? Because I think in the 70s, like the 80s and 90s movies were they were more free, right? And then potentially kind of leaning too far in the wrong direction, right? And making all minorities the evil people, all Arabs the terrorists, and things like that, right? So listen, right? If they had casted like some like maybe some some Arab people, I would still feel like you could sell the risk a little bit,
Right.
Right, because you're still pretty like cinema and stuff is still kind of still racist to Muslims, right? So like I feel like I could be like, yeah, listen, he's an Islamist, so he doesn't like your freedoms. He might kick you out of this house, but like I couldn't do it.
Well, they got Mahershala Ali. They tried to do it. They got right there.
Yeah, I know, but he's such a great guy. All of his like it would be like you said, Will Smith. I know you said it as a joke, but if you put Will Smith there, Will Smith can't even. He's never going to be the bad guy.
No, he's not good. That's what he needs to do.
He needs to
make his 1 hour photo, his Truman Show, his Spanglish,
Yeah,
or Uncut Diamonds. You know,
yeah,
Uncut
yeah.
Gems.
Uncut Gems, yeah. Uncut Gems, yeah.
Will Smith needs to make one of those. Where
I think Will Smith is done. To be honest,
Yeah?
with you. It seems like it. And the thing is like personally speaking, we always talk about Will Smith and whatnot. And be like, nothing's better than seeing someone figure out the stuff that went wrong in his life, and then like make a correction, just blow the doors off of
Right.
like a fucking movie that comes out and being like, everything that you thought about me is different. Like it's not that.
Yeah.
I've freed myself.
Right.
You know, do another do a Matrix. Don't say no to the Matrix.
Right.
Don't say no to Django.
Mm-hmm.
You know, man. You know, he didn't want to do Django.
You know what? I wonder how that changes as time goes on.
Yeah.
Right? Because I don't want to do Django because I am this person. This is my persona. This is who. We're like, hey man, we aren't slapping anybody in Django. You want to be Django?
Yeah, man.
It's just like that's not even that slap was so big for all of us, including him. It's just like it changes the way he's casted going
Yeah.
forward,
Yeah.
and the way we all see him.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Also, his decision making process with regards to the movies that he said no to, as it piles up, you start questioning.
Yeah,
You know.
like that movie's too violent, bro. We're watching a family primetime awards show.
Also, you can't say that and then also do Bad Boys.
You know what? Bad Boys is a cartoon in a way, though, right? But so what happened was also a cartoon, just a violent one. Like that's
Oh man.
if anybody could erase one, I don't know, man. It's just such a big thing.
Yeah,
You
it
know?
really is.
That
dude.
changed everything about how we look at one of the greatest entertainers of all time,
all time.
and we don't look at him.
Multidisciplinary rapper. You could call him a corny rapper,
Yeah.
but wasn't his shit catchy?
Yeah, in the '90s.
Dude, here's the thing.
Yeah.
For sure, 90s, right? But
Right.
we grew up with it. If
Yeah.
I throw in right now Men in
Miami.
Black
You
or
throw
Men
in
in Black,
yeah.
like we're jamming to it. We're like, this is,
I know.
it's good,
know.
right? So that movies, man, you know what? It's too bad. It's
too
too
bad.
bad. It's too bad. You know what the problem is that unless he breaks out, he will be the same person. And it seems like he's already broken. So he's not coming out.
Well, you know what? Life is long.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna be alive for a while.
Hopefully.
Yeah, inshallah. We're rooting for Will Smith.
Yeah, we
to
really
be
are.
alive. You know? So he might, be like, you know what? I'm putting on some weight or losing a lot of weight.
Yeah.
I'm putting on a wig or not. I'm gonna kill somebody.
Yeah.
In a movie. I'm
I need to.
gonna kill Julia Roberts and get Meg Ryan and Julia Roberts in here.
Let's go, bro. That would be the twist of the century. If they made a movie
He's a
and
serial killer?
No, he's presented as the good guy,
Yeah.
and as the movie progresses, you're like, oh shit, he's freaking
He
evil.
kills them by
Yeah.
slapping. What? He's owning it.
He's using it as a shield.
He's letting us know that it's not okay.
Yeah. Speaking of using it as a shield, that's a very popular line from what's his name, Peter Dinklage, right?
Okay.
You know, in the movie,
Sure.
not the movie, the show.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. He's like, they call me a dwarf or whatever. I use it as a shield, right? As an armor, as my armor, whatever. That guy armored a whole bunch of little people away from being able to get jobs. Did you hear about this?
No. What do you mean?
So Snow White
Yeah.
is a Disney movie, like they're reimagining Snow White, right?
Yeah.
Because Disney is creatively bankrupt. So they're redoing the movie. Is this Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So they wanted to do it with dwarfs.
All right.
So they interviewed Peter Dinklage.
Yeah.
Peter Dinklage says, "Have I not done enough for little people
Mm-hmm.
so that we don't make movies like this, right? About Snow White and then hiring little people as the dwarves of the movie, right?
Right.
So he goes on in this like soapbox of saying like, I've worked so hard to elevate our people.
But they're not even little in my eyes anymore. Like, what do you? Where does this go?
And then as a result of like sort of like this the conversation that they've had with Peter Dinklage and whatever he said, and then whatever moral outrage that other people just latched onto, they changed it so that they would be just like people of like it would be a tall person, a skinny like weird people. It would just be weirdos, but it wouldn't be dwarves.
Wow.
It would just be weirdos, right? And so then there was other actors that are little people, and they're going on talk shows, and they're like, "Hey,
Yeah.
that's 7 jobs for all of us, and it's not even like they making fun of us. We are magical dwarves,
Yeah.
and we're not the butt of any joke. They're part of like
Everybody knows this story.
yes,
Nobody's like, oh, this is Shorty and Stumpy, and no, these are Happy and Bashful. And
yeah,
it's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It's not the seven.
yeah."
You know.
And so what the guy was saying is that you did a whole lot of roles before you became Tyrion Lannister, right? Where some of it was at the expense of little people, right? And so then, as you gained famous, like obviously he had more of a say on how it's presented, and of course Tyrion Lannister was kind of not built for him, but like wow, what a great rule,
yeah.
right? What a great character. But I'm like, he's like, how dare you take away work from your entire community?
Yeah.
So now Disney goes and they got like the bunch of weirdos, right?
Right.
And then they realize that that's not. They release like early
Yeah.
pictures and stuff like that to kind of like test the market on
Right.
on the reaction
Did they
to it.
just listen to Peter Dinklage and do this? Because this just seems like such a misstep.
Now they're putting CGI dwarves,
Oh my god.
right?
Like The Hobbit.
Like the Hobbit. No, not even, bro. It
No.
even looks worse than that, bro.
My
You can't put Peter Jackson's level of CGI versus whatever we're seeing over here. You want to see it?
Yeah. Let me see some shots.
Okay.
I'm surprised that Dinklage's angle on this.
Yeah, me too. Snow White movie set pictures. Let me see if I can give you the original first. Okay, so the original was these guys.
Oh, they're
Oh, like one dwarf, but then the rest of them were just like whatever, colorful people, whatever, right? And then they decided that they're gonna say, all right, obviously this didn't track well because it looks like it looks fake. It looks like it's just like a stage directed.
This is gonna be a horrible movie.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
so that's Red Riding Hood. Who we kidding?
Yeah, honestly. CGI. So then they reimagined it.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, I think this is it. Disney has almost completely rewritten the live-action Snow White film, extensive reboots. The movie has been delayed full year, blah, 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 blah. Amongst things that ended up on the cutting floor was the diverse dwarves, replaced now with CGI dwarves that look closer to the original cartoon.
Wow, they cut out all those.
Okay.
All these people they cut out.
Yeah. So first, they didn't give it to all little people. They only gave it to one little people instead of giving it the whole. You could have given it all to all little people.
Yeah.
Right. So you didn't do that.
No.
Then this tracked badly, and then you went back to dwarves, but you didn't give it to no little people. You put it just CGI.
Man,
It's stuff like this, bro.
it's so funny. I'm just mad at Peter Dinklage for
Yeah.
all of this.
Yeah.
Because he could have just stood up. He's like. Then again, you got to find like 7 really good little people actors.
Yo, bro. I feel like you don't need 7. You just need 3 good ones. The rest of them it's almost like extras at
It's
this
like
point.
Backstreet Boys.
Yeah,
Nobody
man.
cares what Kevin's doing.
Yeah. What's funny is the amount of the amount of work has gone into
Yeah.
like trying to play to when you could have just done the original. Well, first of all, bro, don't even do a movie. Like try to make a new movie.
Who's really asking for Snow White
No
either?
one is, bro. No one.
Snow
is.
White of all the ones. Wait, can we pause? What would be what's a good Disney movie that should be made?
Like remade?
Yeah, remade.
The problem is they've done all of them, bro.
Ratatouille.
Man, that would be tough.
That'd be tough. There's a lot of CGI'd rats.
Yeah.
And a guy's hat and stuff.
I mean, who needs that though?
It's a good movie. I know. I just like the movie, but I'm like, yeah, nobody needs that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no Disney movie that I can think of that I want a live action version of it.
Toy Story.
it's already kind of live action.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It is.
It's toys, so they kind of look super real.
That was probably the best CGI for its time by a mile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Like I think the rendering time for just a minute or 2 minutes was, I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but I remember reading the book. It was about how Pixar became Pixar, and like for them to render a frame was a tremendous amount of computational power back then, where they had a room dedicated to the computer that was doing it inside the studio. Like they would make something and send it into this room so that it could get rendered.
funny.
It's different. Yeah. Back then, on how hard it was for them to do a CGI movie, different battles compared to now.
I'm gonna give it some more thought. Like Monster Inc. Not really.
Monster Inc. would be scary.
It'd be fun.
It would be scary.
That's what you need to go the other way.
Oh my god!
You get that directed by Ridley Scott.
Mike Wazowski as a real thing.
Yeah.
Would be so scary.
So scary. Yeah, Mike
Sully
is a
will
scary-
look great either way. He won't look scary.
Yeah, you would have to change his face around, but if he's colored the way he is, kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's too fun. But Mike
Mm-hmm.
is creepy as shit.
Yeah, he is.
And get a scary director.
Benicio, no,
Yeah, that guy's messed up.
not Benicio del Toro. The other guy. Guillermo del Toro.
yeah.
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, you know that means William.
Guillermo?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, it translates to William.
That's not as weird as saying short for William is Bob.
Yeah, no, I agree.
No, do you have a because? Because I'm here to listen.
William becomes Will becomes Bill becomes Bob. It doesn't make sense. Carlos is Charles.
Okay, no. Can't
Charles
do it.
becomes Chuck. So only Carlos, you called him Chuck.
Richard is Dick.
Take me through it. How?
No, I can't tell you.
Oh,
You're the one
okay.
who's making all these connections. All I know is the beginning and end spot in it. That's all I know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Richard is Dick.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one makes the least sense so far.
Why?
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. I got some stuff for you here. Let's start. Let's set the tone in a weird way. Watch
Drove
this.
me to a point of exhaustion, which was misdiagnosed
This is Kanye.
by
Yeah, this is Kanye.
I'm not going to say what race, what people, doctor, and what hospital, and what media it went to. We know I can't say that.
This is the crazy.
It was a Jewish doctor.
Dude, this guy He waited half a second.
Diagnosed
Dude,
He folded under no pressure.
under no pressure.
what people, doctor, and what hospital.
He's so well recorded. There's
media
people
went to.
behind
We
him.
know I can't say that. It was a Jewish
That 1 second where he's like,
exhaustion.
They're like
which was
Kanye.
misdiagnosed.
also, how exhausted are you that you get misdiagnosed as bipolar disorder?
Yeah.
No one's that tired. No one's that tired.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he did the 72-hour stint in the studio, bro. Oh, have you
Dude,
seen
this
this?
is I haven't seen this actually. There's always music to it when I see.
So you think he's out?
Damn.
Like this is battles. Look at this bear. The bear's like, no, I was just chilling. I just need to.
Oh, now you're getting drowned.
Now you're getting drowned.
Get your legs half guard retained. Oh man, this guy's all over him.
Yeah.
Jeez, dude. Holy
Look at the
shit! I
gash
know
on the
that
side.
gash.
Bro's like, no, I got plenty of fight. Look at all the muscles.
Wow. Let's go, Wet Bear. I'm on Wet Bear.
Wet Bear. I want to see Wet Bear turn it around.
Wet Bear came back a different color.
Dry Bear's bit the face of Wet Bear and won't let go.
Bears, bro. Now he's got him.
Yeah, now he's got his face.
I would just avoid bears if I was a bear. And a half chance that this might happen.
Bro, you got it. I'm on pussy.
Yeah.
Somewhere else.
I'll go. Oh my god.
Look, they have to
bears.
like actually catch their breath a little bit because they're tired, so they're just gonna hold on to each other for a little bit. Dude, they're biting each other's faces.
Oh my god.
This is, I think that's one of the best bear fight videos I've ever seen
Yeah, it's a great video, man.
because it's just a couple things over here that makes a great video here.
Blood.
I mean,
Damage. Like one of them's damaged, dude.
the sustained amount of fighting, like it didn't end. Like it looks like two bears are actually going to war over here, and it doesn't seem like one is that much more powerful than the other one. Number one. Number two, The person that's recording it,
Mhm.
no commentary.
No commentary.
No nothing. Not like no, he didn't even yelp.
Yeah.
No scream, nothing. He shuts his mouth
Yeah.
and holds the camera steady.
Right.
That is a good. That is a good video,
Yeah.
right?
No.
Because like
You want to hear the animals, man.
yeah, you want to hear the animals. I don't want to hear the two gorillas that are fighting. Someone get the zookeeper. Shut up, lady.
It looks like there's like a bunch of shutter.
you can hear
Yeah,
shutter.
people are
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and that one is just like has a huge cut on his upper thigh.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Wet Bear thought that with that cut, he was gonna win it.
No.
It turns out he almost got drowned. He almost got waterboarded. Nope, we seen that one. All right, you want to get nervous?
Always.
It's a great video.
Are these different buildings?
Yeah,
Dude, that is far. Okay, it's
But it's
lower.
lower.
It's lower.
Yeah.
Jeez.
but still, dude.
No, Sabretooth. Well, am I supposed to
Yeah.
get excited about this now?
They should have cut that.
Dang. What country?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, it's not here. Man.
Humans are insane and amazing. Oh my god, that was so much longer than I thought it would be.
Water, I'm still. I mean, it's definitely cool, but some of those building gaps.
Right here. This is insane, bro.
She's like, can I make that? Yeah. Would I have a heart attack along the way?
Like,
Guys
would you
flipping.
put your life on the line to?
Yeah. To be like, I can make that. This is a distance. This is a pretty big distance. I know it's lower.
Yeah, but still. Like, imagine you just trip over your hands. You just.
Yeah.
Anyway, that made my. Look at it.
Yeah, man.
Then palm sweaty, mom spaghetti. All right, last one before we gotta go.
What's this one?
This one here.
No, the one before that. Is this the last one?
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna show you this one. This is just to reiterate to you my love for rally drivers and the fact that they fear nothing.
This is the end.
This is not sped up.
Hold your breath and count.
Look at this. Jumps, clips the top.
Feel
Wait for number 5. That's crazy that you went through chicane that quick. Everyone here is a junkie. The driver, the co-pilot, the people watching. All right, watch this. Watch this.
Oh my god.
Freaking saves it.
Dude, that's insane.
You're about to see a crazy hairpin. Right here. Watch this. Look at his turn.
Wow.
You think he lost? You think he lost it because he couldn't be?
Any more horizontal or whatever?
Dude, that's a 90-degree turn at like 160 kilometers an hour.
What's this?
Oh, okay. So you've seen those videos, right? Of the farmers that corner one of their cows, and it's got like a big bulb
Yes.
on their side, and they just like pop it,
Yep.
and then escape. So it's not just cows.
It looks like a Goliath grouper or something, or we're gonna go check this out. What the heck is this? It might be injured or something.
I'm gonna go
It's
look.
all bloated.
Sounds like a Muppet.
Yeah, right? He does.
Yeah, he's swimming upside down. He's all
He's all.
he's all blown up. Oh man, that's crazy.
I got it.
Oh man, look at this giant grouper.
Yeah.
All right, he came back up. Yeah, he looks like a Goliath grouper.
With an
He's got these
infection.
big old spikes on him.
Look at those
I don't
spiders.
want to perforate your stomach. There we go. There we go. We got him. There he goes. All right. Yeah. You see the air coming out? Yeah. There he goes. Whew. Yeah, like Frank was just saying, it was like instant relief. As soon as we let that air out and air started coming out from his bladder, it was like he started coming alive and shaking and swam right back down.
This guy's just he's poking holes in fish, bro. Just saving them.
What's the worst that can happen? I'm with him. I'm gonna stab it.
This is gonna help it.
If it doesn't, we don't post it. All right, let's go. All right, Kermit.
You know, honestly, it didn't sound like Kermit was going out there just helping out fish. That's amazing. All right, people, this has been episode 422. Thank you for hanging with us. We'll be back in a week. Take care of yourselves. Stay warm.